What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? First of all, I know y'all like, girl, what? Let me tell you something. Boredom, and because I saw the preview to the season and I saw that Ming Lee and Tai was on there, so I said, you know what, I might as well just go ahead and give this show another little try. Let me see what's up. And then I seen on the preview that Jackie and her daughter gonna be going at each other, like they literally finna be fighting. That's what it looked like on the preview for the season. But anyway, that's really not why I'm here. I'm just here because, first of all, I need to talk about something so that I can get my mind focused, because there's a lot of mess going on. It is a lot of mess going on, and people, oh, I really cannot stand what is happening right now, because people are really showing their true colors and showing how gullible they really are, and showing that y'all really just hate women in general. White, black, Caucasian, oh well, that's the same thing. Indian, Haitian, whoever the hell, y'all just hate women. It don't make no sense, but we'll talk about that up in what it is, okay? But anyway, let's just talk about this right quick, because no, this is not a review. This is not me coming back. I just really, because it's been on my mind, and I had actually went on ahead and watched the 2 episodes that's already out for the new season of Basketball Wives, and I didn't even know that the show had came back, honestly. But my whole thing is this: Evelyn. She irks me so bad. Like, I cannot stand her at all. So if you love her, I don't understand, and that says a lot about your character. She is such a mean girl. I feel like out of all of reality TV that I watch, she's like top 3 mean girls, okay? And I just don't understand what her deal is and why she's such an angry person. And yeah, I say that about her. And y'all know I hate calling women angry, but bitch, you're an angry person. You're miserable as all hell. Like, if I have a friendship with someone, I would not go about doing the things that she is doing. And I'm talking about this whole situation with her and Jennifer. And here's the thing: I'm not on her side and I'm not on Jennifer's side, because both of them are insufferable and both of them got issues and both of them are dumb as hell, okay? Jennifer, you might just be dumber, all right? Because even though your friend is all up in your business, or your ex-friend or whatever is all up in your business right now, what she's saying ain't a lie, okay? Your nigga that you just got through getting married to like a dummy, he's a scammer. And she ain't the only one that's saying that. Everybody and their mama been saying that. And I think you got something against him right now, that like a lawsuit or something finna happen or whatever. Baby, no. Too many red flags. And what it comes down to it is, Jennifer, you just don't understand that you literally reek a desperation. You reek a desperation, and you're one of those women, or not even just women, you're one of those people who something can happen to you and you will never learn your lessons, because you will go back and do the same thing. You will keep on doing the same thing and the same thing in order, thinking that you're going to get something different. That's the definition of insanity. Keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different, but you know damn well you're going to get the same results that you've been getting the previous time, okay? You have very, very bad luck in men, you know, and again, I feel like you are an easy prey, because they can smell the desperation on you. They can smell the patheticness on you, okay? And truth be told, I do feel like that man that you are quote unquote married to is taking advantage, is scamming, and is everything that everybody says he is, okay? He comes off as it, and yeah, I'm not finna get with somebody that got in jail and was in prison for false imprisonment and shit like that. Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. You know, and playing around with the stock market, baby, I wouldn't be surprised if that nigga came out and he was a Forex dude. Because y'all remember back in the day, oh my God, everybody named mama, you got this Forex, and what the hell was it? Now you doing stocks and bond, baby. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Meanwhile, And I get it because a lot of us, we do crazy things for love. We want companionship. We want to be loved on. We want to have somebody by our side. We want that forever and everything. But, you can't be so desperate. Well, some people will be desperate enough to just go ahead and take any and everything and think that, they got a prize and all that, when in actuality you don't. And you wind up getting yourself hurt. Baby, this is the second person that kind of scammed you or whatever. Well, you already been in a relationship that you got scammed. Then you got into a relationship. I mean, the man took your car. Then you got into a relationship with Big Hip Tim. And look what he did. He killed his nephew. Okay? And now he in jail for life. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to commit insurance fraud. You have a thing for these type of people, all right? You are just a magnet for them. And I just don't know if it's your aura or whatever. But baby, I feel like you need to check yourself. Okay? Because you're not fully vetting people. Now, when it comes down to Evelyn, or whatever you want to call her. Shout out to Scotty. You are the most disgusting type of person to have as a friend. And I say that wholeheartedly. Because I get trying to... No, you're the type of person that you can't call them a friend. Okay? Because you will get close to a person and use their information in their life and all that stuff against them. We've seen it time and time again with her. And it's just like really ridiculous. Now, I get in the beginning you're trying to look out for your friend, or you trying to make it seem like you're looking out for Jennifer and you want the best for her and you don't want her to be married to this man because he's a scammer and he does this and he does that or whatever, and you claim that a friend of yours. Now, first of all, when I found out that it was Carl's your baby daddy, your ex-fiance or whatever, family member, bitch, he's a liar and he's an asshole. We seen how that played out. And so therefore I was like, girl, come on now. But anyway, you're gonna have to come up with something better than that. It's just like you use everybody else for a storyline at this point. Mind you, I've been watching Basketball Wives on and off. And for the people that's been in my channel for a long time, y'all know I used to review Basketball Wives. And I never really liked Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn was just doing at the absolute most for no reason. She has a very, very hateful spirit. And I'm not even the type of person that says things like that. But like, I'm listening to her speak, like, and you can just hear it, the hatefulness and the evilness coming out of her throat. You can just hear it. Like, her voice ain't even light. It just gives, I'm a hater. That's what it gives. It gives Beelzebub is all up in that bitch. Okay? Like, I don't know. But at the same time, I get trying to have your friends back. I get that. But there comes the point where you have to just step aside and you have to let your friend or your people or whoever it is, you have to let them just live their life the way that they need to live their life, or they choose to live their life, and you have to let them learn the lessons that they need to learn. You don't keep on beating them down, because for a lot of people, that does not work. What that do is make them turn on you. And it's just the way that you're going about it that is just so negative, and it just doesn't feel like you're trying to have her best interest at heart. No, it feels as if you're being very vindictive, and you want to do one of those situations where, when it finally comes out that this is the truth, that he is scamming, and then something like he scams Jennifer. God forbid he does this, but let's just say this happens on the hypothetical. You the type of bitch that want to be like, well, see, I told your ass. You the type of bitch that like to be a getcha gotcha and like to gloat and be like, see, this is what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like that. I don't like that energy that you're giving off, and the whole trying to make it seem like you're really looking out for her best interest, and you're not. You need a storyline. You're bored as shit. That's just really what it is. You're bored as shit. You ain't got no storyline. You ain't got nothing going on in your life, so you got to meddle in somebody else's business. When it gets to the point where you're looking up someone's background the same way that you looked up Jackie's background in the other season to see that she, had a little case of prostitution or something like that back in the day in the fucking 80s. Bitch, we don't give a fuck, okay? Drea said your whole card can be deleted. That lady has been married for 30 plus years already, almost 30 years now, okay? So what does that matter? You haven't. She put that shit to the side, and she wound up straightening up her stuff and getting in her relationship. You still trying. Okay? And Mike, mind you got me on here trying to defend Jackie. And that's a cuckoo bird in itself. All right? A cuckoo bird in itself. You know? But then, you looking up because Jennifer don't want to listen to you because she has a problem with the way that you're speaking about her relationship and you're speaking about it to everybody else and all of this stuff and woo 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 blah blah blah. Granted, what you're saying ain't wrong. It's just the way that you're going about it. And then you go so far as to look up her marriage license. Why does it bother you so much that you take the time and the energy to do something like that? Bitch, if a motherfucker tell me one time, I got this, I don't need your help, it is what it is, I know what I'm doing. You got it? You sure? Okay, cool. I mean, I'll be here to help you pick up the pieces or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna let you go ahead and rock and do what you gotta do because, if you're real friends and you're real family and you really do care about a person, even if you warn them and then you go about it and let them go ahead and do what they have to do, regardless of if they take your advice or not, you still gonna be there. You're still gonna be there when it's time to pick up those pieces. That's what real friends do, okay? But you're not a real bitch like that. You're not a real bitch like that. You do shit for stunts and shows and because you're such an evil person, all right? Because again, if you really did care about her, if you really did want her out this situation, what was the point of looking up her, her marriage license and see if she was really married or whatever? What was the point? And then saying that, oh no, you just had a party. But then you get up in your feelings when, you tell her, oh, talking about she married a felon, and then she brings up the fact that your daughter has a baby by a felon, and don't you ever talk about my daughter. Just like the second, third time you done brought up my child, you ain't gonna be able to walk around LA if you keep on bringing up my child and all this stuff. Who gonna do anything? Evelyn, ain't nobody scared of you. You don't run LA, nobody runs LA, okay? People, y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. What are you gonna do? Okay, at the end of the day, somebody did ask, well, why did she bring up her daughter when her daughter ain't got nothing to do with this? Her daughter ain't on the show. Her daughter fair game at this point. I'm sorry. She's a grown-ass woman, okay? And if you want to try to get at me to try to hurt me, because that's why she said that. She said that shit to try to hurt Jennifer, because that's not what a friend does. That's what a hateful bitch does. She said that shit to hurt her. So Jennifer hit back and hurt her what she know that it hurts the most. Talking about her daughter. And it ain't even really talking about the daughter. It's just stating facts. Like you stated a fact. Her husband is a felon. And another fact is, bitch, you ain't got shit going on in your life right about now. We already know that. That ain't really gonna hurt you. So let me get back at you with another fact of the matter too, which is that your daughter is also with a felon. Okay, your daughter is with a felon. Your daughter had a baby by a felon, and also, not only is he a felon, he's a gang member, whether he's active or not, and also he's an accused sexual assaulter. He literally just got his home taken away from to pay off, or no, not even to pay off, but to pay down the debt that he owes his accuser from years ago. So you're okay with the fact that, and we seen that he like him young. He like him young. We seen the videos, we seen the pictures of him with that girl that was young as shit, fingering her in the park and all that stuff. Like, come on. Like, you can't get upset, get in your feelings if you say something to somebody and they hit you back, where it hurt too. You tried to hurt her, she hurt you back, okay? You can't get upset at the way somebody responds, all right? It is what the fuck it is. We're grown. And talking about the girl ain't on the show, well, she been on the show. So, hey, it is what it is. She's fair fucking game at this point, okay? And it's fair game at this point. You want to play shit, and she gonna pop shit back. But Jennifer, let me get back on your ass for a second. Because you did a live stream or whatever. I only saw the clip that was on going around on Twitter. You did a live stream, and you was basically trying to say that, or no, you did say that Evelyn has a problem with black women because she goes after black women, each season. She literally does. Which, yeah. Now, here's the thing, Jennifer. We would be 100% on your side if it wasn't for the simple fact that we've already known this, okay? You just now saying this because the situations is being turned on you and you're being put in the hot seat with her again. Mind you, you've been friends with her 20 on and off 20 plus years, and you stuck by her side on and off 20 plus years, and you keep getting back cool with her 20 plus years or whatever. And now because she's all up in your business and talking about your marriage and all this stuff, she hates black women, which I do feel that is it. But at the same time, now you want to use that. Baby, don't pull that. Don't pull that. Okay, because you stuck by her and probably was doing some shit with her too. Okay, so everybody is just stupid. Everybody is just insufferable. Honestly, I'm just gonna be watching, and no, I'm not doing a regular review for this show. I just really wanted to talk on that part because I just already know. That's the reason why I stopped watching the show, because first of all, I don't understand why it's still going on. Second of all, it's being drawn out, and I really cannot stand Evelyn. You know what I'm saying? I really cannot stand Evelyn. I was so surprised, though, that Brandy finally, thinking about separating from her husband. Like, bitch, you should have been did that, but hey, it is what it is. Now, when it comes to Ming Lee and Tai, you mean to tell me that whole time? Now, I need to know the timeline, because I remember it was like mid last year or something like that when Tai and Ming Lee popped up together, and I said, wait a minute, I ain't know Ming Lee was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know she was like that. Is this one of those situations where you got the gay girl going with the straight girl or whatever? What is this? Okay. And then they did the little matching fits and all that stuff. They used to do the little videos on the Instagram and the TikTok together and all that. And then all of a sudden I stopped seeing that, right? Mind you, I don't follow neither one of them, but they pop up on the For You page and all that stuff. And so I just be watching. I was like, oh, that's cute or whatever. And then that whole situation, and every time I see her, I be like, I thought she was fucking with Drew. Every time I be like, I thought she was fucking with Drew. I really did. I was like, so what happened with that? Girl, Ming Lee said, bitch, the reason why we ain't fucking around right now is because you was up there having an affair with Drew, whether it was physical or emotional, bitch. You talking on the phone with her 3,000 minutes a month, which comes out to 50 hours a month. Bitch, let me tell you something, Ty. You can lie all you want to that lady, but as a lesbian who been a lesbian for a minute and know how these niggas work, especially a stud, you was fucking that girl. Y'all was licking on each other. At least you was licking and sticking, okay? Licking and sticking, licking and sticking, licking and sticking, licking. Okay, you was doing all of that. You was doing all of that. And Drew, baby girl, you ain't got to come out the closet. You probably ain't even in the closet. You probably just experiencing, you was being back curious or whatever, acting on some things, and then you probably gonna go back to a nigga, and that's fine. But one day you're gonna have to admit that this happened. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to explore. Sexuality is a spectrum. It's not black and white. It's not, there's so many gray areas. There's so many red areas, blue, purple, browns, all of that. There's so many goddamn colors, baby. And it's okay. But I would never force anybody out the closet. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, that probably ain't even what it is. You just experimented on something. And, hey, you acted on the urge that came about. And again, like I say all the time, studs will get a straight bitch in a minute, okay? And it happens all the time. So I'm not surprised if it happened with Tai and Drew. But I do feel like it did happen, especially after Ming Lee. You talking on the fucking phone for 50 hours a month? Bitch, and you not even seeing me? You pushing me out to the side to go talk to your friend on the phone and to go kick it with her? But you supposed to be my bitch? And you think that I'm not supposed to feel like something is going on? Girl, stop playing, okay? But yeah, they was licking and sticking. It reminds me of that movie, The Past, that Drew did with Candy. And her character was in a relationship with a man, okay, and then fucked around and got into a little affair with a woman, and then guess what ended up happening? That woman and that man was playing her the whole damn time. And I feel like that's what's going on. Not the playing, but the whole fucking around. And that's fine. I don't even care. Shit like that don't really gag me, okay? Because it happens every goddamn day. But yeah, I just really want to hop on here and say something like that. Give y'all a little video before I do what it is, because I really feel like what it is, it's not really going to be that long, because it's only going to be talking about a couple of things for sure, that we truly need to talk about, because they have just really been developing in the past couple of days. And truth be told, my mind is not on this shit. I'm trying to get into the mind frame of going to see my girl tomorrow, okay, in a few hours. All right, less than 24 hours. I will be down at Soldier Field, drunk as shit, having the best time of my life. And it's gonna be 80 degrees. Almost 90 degrees, girl. Yes, okay. I cannot wait. You will not stress me this weekend. All right, you will not stress me this weekend. I will see y'all later, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. How do you feel so far? Literally just about Evelyn and Jennifer situation. Honestly, I don't care about anything else. I just really want to get on here and talk about that, because I just feel like what she's doing is foul. But anyway, y'all enjoy yourselves, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.